Darwin says, what price did you get on Bitcoin? This is slowly turning into a little Q&A session again today, but that's okay because we didn't really get to do it yesterday. What price did I get into Bitcoin? I think that it was probably around 15,000, maybe a little bit lower than that, but I didn't buy much. I bought it just essentially as a hedge. So when I first got into cryptos, I was about 95% other things and 5% Bitcoin. So I bought a small amount of Bitcoin at that time, but nothing that, is worth even really talking about. And then, of course, once I learned Bitcoin, once I learned the differences between Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies, that's when I started just buying Bitcoin and slowly over time moving all of those cryptos into Bitcoin. So I was definitely buying at the peak of the market in 2021. I think it was 2021. Yeah, it was, because I sold my rental house and I bought Bitcoin. But I didn't get a whole lot of Bitcoin for it. I should have waited about 2 or 3 months and I would be in a much better financial position than I am right now. But that's part of it. I mean, 3 years ago is better than 3 years from today. So the best time to buy Bitcoin was 10 years ago. The second best time to buy Bitcoin is today. And I've talked to a lot of people who said that they, one of the famous stories with a lot of people is like, oh, I almost bought Bitcoin back in 2013. Somebody tried to tell me to buy Bitcoin back in 2014. And it's like, you could have bought it, but unless you really understood Bitcoin, if you're getting into it just to turn a quick buck and make some profit, you wouldn't have that Bitcoin 10 years later. There's no way. So not only would you have been tempted to many times sell your Bitcoin, also, it's pretty hard to store Bitcoin back in the day. It's pretty easy now if you know what you're doing, but there wasn't a BTC Sessions YouTube channel back then. It was very hard to understand how to buy Bitcoin and how to hold Bitcoin. So people like living in the what if world, but you didn't buy it and you probably wouldn't still have it. So all you can do now is just buy some today.